Hello there, welcome to my channel. My name is Doug and I'm back with another fountain pen video. If you keep coming back for more videos, please consider liking and subscribing and ringing that notifications bell so you don't miss anything. Plus, you can join as a member of my channel for only 99 cents a month, and starting now, that will give you access to exclusive video content, as I'm now posting videos of my pen unboxings as I receive them. So you'll get an early preview of upcoming pen reviews along with your cool emojis and stickers and badges. Today I want to give you a tour. In most of my videos I've displayed a tray of some of my favorite pens on my desk. And since I've just added a crown jewel to that pen tray, I thought I'd go through them one by one, show how they write, what ink I've used, and talk about each of them briefly. I'm sure there are a couple of surprises in there for you. So roll up for the mystery tour right now. So here we are at my desk as usual, and the tray I'm talking about is this one here on the right. But I should mention before I get to that tray that I have two pen stands over here as well, and I should identify those pens. These stands were 3D printed for me by my son James, but I painted them with dollar store acrylic paints in black and gold. Now the pen in this stand changes now and then. Right now it is a Lamy Studio Palladium, and that's not real palladium, folks. That's just a color. No one is that rich. But the one in the other stand has been on my desk, inked up and ready to go since the day I got it for Christmas 3 years ago from my wife Wynn. This is my first gold nib pen and one of my top 3 fountain pens that I described in my video for Applebaum. This is the Pilot E95S, and it has a 14 karat gold, semi-integrated, partially inlaid, whatever you guys want to call it. It's gorgeous 14 karat gold nib that is nothing short of spectacular. I'm going to revisit this pen and do an updated review very soon, because I think it's one of the most underrated fountain pens on the market. But let's get to the topic at hand. This is my pen tray. It's 3D printed in white PLA and holds 10 pens. This is my eye candy tray, and we're going to start from the right and move to the crown jewel on the left. And first up, this is the Tibaldi Bononia Bora, and it has a double broad number 6 size steel nib and ebonite feed. I got the double broad here on purpose because I had Jack Hernandez cut it into an architect nib for me. And the ink here is Jet Urbain Kyanite du Nepal. The Bora finish on this pen is very similar to the Blue Hawaii stacked acrylic from Leonardo and is really beautiful. The pen is torpedo shaped and very similar in size and shape to the Leonardo Furore. And I told you there'd be some surprises here. I bet a lot of you thought these were all Leonardos. This is not a Leonardo. This is my Moonman M800 in amber. There was a lot of moaning and bitching and gnashing of teeth when the pen copycat of the world, Moonman, came out with this fountain pen. There's no sugarcoating this. This is a direct copy of the Leonardo Momento Zero. They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well then, Salvatore Matrone and company should be very flattered that Moonman has copied their fountain pen masterpiece, the Momento Zero. With just a couple of subtle differences, the Moonman M800 is very hard to distinguish from the Momento Zero. Of course, by copying the pen so perfectly, they've made a pen that looks and feels like the original for about 1/10 the price. The Moonman M800 only comes in 4 colors, amber, blue, green, and purple, but is available with either a stock Moonman steel nib or, for about $20 more, a Bock steel nib. And that's what this one has. This amber model has the Bock nib, and the ink here is diamine ancient copper, a perfect match. And yes, third up we have another Moonman M800, this time in emerald green. But this isn't just a Moonman like the last one. This is a Moonman Leonardo because I have installed a Leonardo medium steel nib on this one. And the ink here is a perfect match for the emerald green of this pen. It is Jet Urbain Emerald de Chivor, or what some people called Emerald of Chicken. So when these pens are only $30 or $40, you can collect them all. And the best acrylic of the four, in my opinion, is this Blue Galaxy. This one, again, isn't just a stock Moonman. I find the Moonman nibs boring, and I think I've replaced almost every nib in every Moonman I've ever bought. And this is no exception, because I put a Leonardo steel 1.1 stub in this gorgeous Galaxy. And the ink here is one of my favorite all-time inks, Iroshizuku Konpeki. So when you have a copy that is so wonderful, it makes you really want at least one of the real thing, doesn't it? Well, now we're down to the remaining 6 pens on my tray, and the rest of them are all Leonardos. Starting with this, my second Leonardo Momento Zero in Prugna, a glorious burgundy stacked acrylic resin. When I saw this color come out from Leonardo, I just had to have one, knowing it would be the perfect match for one of my favorite Iroshizuku inks, Yamabudo. And the hardware on this Leonardo is rose gold. Next up is my first Leonardo Furore model, this one in this gorgeous pearlescent white called Salt. You have to see this pen in person to really appreciate the depth and the beauty and the pearlescence of this acrylic. The one thing I learned about white pens, though, is they don't like blue ink. This Furore has another Leonardo broad steel nib that I had Jack cut into an architect for me. Can you tell that I love architect nibs? And the ink here is a new one for me, J. Urbain Shogun, which has a lovely gold shimmer to it. And here is my second Leonardo Furore, this time in Blue Galaxy. The Furore is one of the most affordable models from Leonardo, and at this price, for this incredible Blue Galaxy acrylic finish, I just had to have it. Blue Galaxy is one of my favorites, and this one just is outstanding. Look at that depth. And this one has a Leonardo steel medium nib on it, and the ink for this one is Iroshizuku Asagao, or Morning Glory, which more than complements this gorgeous fountain pen. And we come to my very first Leonardo. It is the Leonardo Momento Zero Blue Hawaii, and it started my love affair with Leonardo. This incredible stacked acrylic resin is something to marvel at. It really evokes Hawaii, even if you've never been there, because look at this. You see the sand and the surf and the blue sky and the azure blue of the water around Hawaii, and all that depth and all that chatoyance. It's just incredible. But again, I had Jack Hernandez cut this into an architect nib for me, and this was the first architect he ever cut for me, and it's my favorite. And of course, this pen is the one that makes the opening scrawl, Inkquiring Minds, in all of my videos. And the ink is J. Urbain Kyanite du Nepal, a beautiful azure blue that has a silver shimmer to it. And then we come to a very, very special pen. This Leonardo was my first Leonardo Grande Pistone, and it was given to me by the owner and designer of Leonardo pens, Salvatore Matrone. And this acrylic finish is called Smeraldo, Italian for emerald. And it's truly mesmerizing. I know I'll be gushing about the acrylic in the next pen in the tray, but look for a moment at the depth and the chatoyance of this acrylic. You can get this acrylic in the smaller size Furore as well, and it's relatively inexpensive for such an incredible pen. This has a number 6 size steel medium nib and an ebonite feed, and the ink is Leonardo Blue. I've got Leonardo Smeraldo ink, which might be more matchy-matchy with this pen, but I love the Leonardo Blue so much I haven't changed it out, and that's been the ink in this pen since I received it, and I've written with this pen every week since I received it more than a year ago. I just keep writing with this pen over and over again. And for such a large pen, It's incredibly, remarkably comfortable in the hand, both posted and unposted. And we come to the crown jewel of my pen tray. See if I can say this all in one breath. The Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero Grande Limited Edition Dutch Pen Show 2021 Jonathan Brooks Earth Magic 2. I did it in one breath. And it has a 14 karat gold number 6 size broad nib and ebonite feed. I just reviewed this pen, so I won't say too much more about it. Otherwise, this video would go on for hours. The pen is just simply stunning looking, writing, and in the hand. And the ink, again, is Leonardo Blue. One of my viewers thought there should be a naming contest for this blue ink to come up with something better than just plain blue, because the ink is now one of my favorite blues, and blue just doesn't cut it. And there you have it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell to get instant notifications whenever a new video is posted. And you can join as a member of my channel too for only 99 cents a month. I guarantee I will answer your comments in the comment section, and you'll get cool emojis and badges. Plus, now I'm providing unboxing videos as I get new pens exclusively for members only. And that just leaves it me to say thank you for watching. And that's all she wrote. And wrote, and wrote, and wrote, and wrote.
I made this.